Hello everyone, welcome to your 2024 month by month yearly reading. I hope that you are all doing really well and feeling positive about the year up ahead. We are going to be choosing 3 cards, one for each of the readings. So let's get 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so pile number 1, you have Stag Spirit, Take the Lead. Pile number 2, you have Turtle Spirit, Slow and Steady Wins the Race. And pile number 3, you have Rhino Spirit, Overcome Any Obstacle. Take as long as you need to feel which card you're mostly drawn to. Of course, you can always watch more than one reading. I've put all the timestamps down below in the description box. So when you've chosen, I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So you chose Stag Spirit as your January card, and I'm going to get the rest of the cards for each month using this beautiful Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and we're going to use these cards as guidance of how you should navigate really through each one of the months. I am also going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot deck and the Light Seers Tarot deck for further clarification. All right, so this Stag Spirit card, this is a card of leadership, but it's a card that is asking you to take responsibility for your situation. Now, that will obviously resonate differently for everybody. It could be at work. You may already be in a position of authority or a manager, something like this. But it can also be an indication that you may find yourself taking lead, quite unintentionally really, in a situation in your life. It's a great start because it indicates that people are going to be looking up to you for your abilities and your skills. So there's quite a bit of responsibility here, but it does indicate that you have the strength and the skills needed for whatever this situation is for you. Okay, let's get you some tarot then. Can we have a card, please, for pile number 1 for January? And you have Justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favour. Don't give up. So this is quite interesting then with this take the lead energy. There could be some very important decisions to make here in this situation, and there's a real strong feeling of fairness here, and you are being asked to take the lead in this situation to restore balance and fairness, whether this is in your workplace or whether this is at home, whether this is within your relationships. But the key here is fairness and balance. I mean, some of you may very well be in a legal situation. It could involve the courts, but it could also be an indication of a contract as well. But let's get another card to get some clarification on that. And you have the Star. Yeah, there's definitely an indication here of things coming back into balance. I don't know if you had some situations that you were dealing with in 2023 that were difficult to navigate. because you are being able to put an end to that and get a deep sense of renewal. So if you are in some kind of legal case, you have a very favourable outcome here, because the Star card is a card of wish fulfillment, but it's also a card of healing and renewal. And I think if you just deal with this situation head on, you will get a positive result. And for those of you that aren't dealing with something legal, whatever situation you find yourself in, you are being asked to take control of it, get on and deal with it, and restore the fairness and balance into this situation. Moving into February, then, you have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. And this is a card that's asking you to be considerate of other people's feelings. It feels very zen. I get the feeling that this is a bit of a different approach for you. It feels less stressful. It has an element of peacefulness and calm. Again, whether this is in your home, whether this is at work, I do feel like you're trying to approach this year quite differently to 2023. Okay, so let's get some tarot then. Can we have a card please for pile 1 for February? And you have the Ace of Raphael. Wow. How amazing is that? A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Well, you're certainly connecting to your heart chakra here. It feels as if you are using a lot of emotional intelligence. Now, for some of you, of course, this could be a new relationship. Very, very possible. For others, it could be a new approach to an existing relationship, whether that's a partner, a parent, a friend, a child. But for some of you, this can literally just be almost a new approach where you are connecting to people on quite an emotional level. You're certainly making some deep connections with people, whether they're people already existing in your life or whether they're new people coming in. It feels really rewarding. And it does. It feels like you're starting off this year with a new approach. Okay, so let's get some clarification then for the Ace of Raphael. And you have the Three of Pentacles. All right. So look, this could very well be an indication that this is relationships at work, because the Three of Pentacles is a card of employment. It's a card of teamwork. But, you know, it can also apply to a team in a house. There's absolutely no reason why it can't. So it's going to resonate different for all of you. But ultimately, what you are doing is really making that effort and really being conscious of how you interact with people to get the best out of them. So it's fantastic energy, however it resonates for you. Moving into March then, you have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. This is a card that is telling you to remember your wisdom and your experience when you are faced with making decisions. It's a reminder really that you have accumulated a lot of knowledge already, and whatever the situation you find yourself in, you are able and capable of navigating it. So let's get you a tarot card for March for 2024, and you have the Queen of Michael. Okay, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Yes, so something in March is cropping up, if you like, and you're going to need to deal with it literally head on. And getting the Queen of Michael, the Queen of Swords card is fantastic, because she has this absolute ability to see through the fog, really, and to recognize the truth. She knows exactly what is needed and what needs to fall away in order to achieve any goal, really, that she sets herself. So you certainly have that ability, but we do need to get really some more information to find out what this is regarding. So let's get a card then, please, to clarify the Queen of Michael. And you have the World. Okay, well, this is fantastic, because although I can't be, 100% certain exactly what this situation is, I can tell you it's going to come to a satisfactory conclusion. Now, it's quite possible that it's a situation at work, but of course it doesn't have to be. But I do feel, obviously, it's a general reading, so we are looking at really the biggest energies of each one of the months, and it's clearly quite an important part of your life that is successfully coming full circle. So you're reaching a conclusion here, and you are actually doing it yourself. You're relying on your own abilities and knowledge to achieve this, and you do a really good job of it. It's interesting because February is a month where you're really using emotional intelligence and connecting to others on quite a deep level. And then in March, you're really making decisions from a very, very logical point of view. And it works. It really works. Moving into April, then, you have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. And it really feels that this finalization, this completion that you achieved in March, is now opening up all these brand new opportunities for you. These infinite possibilities that are opening up for you, they are beyond your usual expectations. There's a beautiful energy here of wish fulfillment almost. It feels like March really gave you a big boost, and now you can see that you're capable of so much more. So let's get you a card then for April, for pile 1, and you have the Wheel. Wow, absolutely, yes. So new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Yeah, there is definitely something very big, very transformational coming in April for you. Very, very exciting. Whether it's connected to March or not, March has given you all the evidence, if you like, of your capabilities and skills. It's just an absolute confirmation of this completion here, and now a new spectacular new beginning. And quite honestly, some of you may very well have put this in place, but I do feel for some of you this is quite unexpected or far greater than you had initially hoped for. So let's get some clarification then for the Wheel of Fortune, for pile number 1, and you have the 10 of Cups. My goodness me. Yeah, this is absolutely phenomenal. So whether this is home, career, relationships, however it resonates, whatever area it is in, it's going to bring you pure joy, happiness and satisfaction. Whether it's a relationship, a new job, a new home, this is quite big. There's a very big energy here with the Wheel and the 10 of Cups. I mean, it doesn't get much better than the 10 of Cups. And of course, the Wheel as well is the number 10. So there really is a truly spectacular new beginning in April for you. Moving into May then, you have Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful. And this is literally a card that is asking you to have fun, in the sense that if you're happy and you're enjoying yourself, you attract more of that energy. And it's a really good way to manifest things in, because you attract what you are. And to be honest with you, April, I think, is really going to give you such a boost. You're going to find it quite easy to undertake even the most menial tasks in a really positive way. So let's get you a card then for Sandpiper Spirit. And look at that, this one flew out. You've got the Star again. So a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So again, it feels here that you're actually in manifestation mode, because the Star is a wish fulfillment. It's a renewal of hope. It's a renewal of belief in all of those dreams and possibilities that you have. So it's a continuation really of April, I'm sensing. Amazing energy. It really is. You have a lot to be feeling good about, and it's going to renew your hope, your faith, and your confidence and your belief in yourself. So let's get some clarification then for May, for pile number 1, for the Star. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful grounding energy here. So the Knight of Pentacles always achieves what he sets out to achieve. Slow and steady wins the race. So very reliable energy here, very secure, very stable, could very well be connected to work. Feels like you're building a foundation of some sort here. Now, for some of you, this Knight of Pentacles could be a person, Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus. This could be somebody quite important in your life, male or female, but there's a real sense of security here. Things are feeling really stable and secure. Yeah, May feels like a month where everything's in place, everything's running as it should, and you're actually able to enjoy life rather than be worrying or stressing about your situation and your future. So really great energy. It does feel as if you should be in the moment, enjoying everything that you have around you, being very, very grateful. Moving into June then, with Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. Interestingly enough, this is a card that advises you to remove yourself from drama or any ongoing situation that may not really involve you directly, and to actually watch and wait and see how the situation unfolds. So it's given me the feeling of not rushing. This Knight of Pentacles energy still, taking your time, doing things properly. So let's get a tarot card then for June 2024 for pile 1. And you have the 6 of Gabriel. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships or promotions. So this is a card of victory. And it feels as if this slow and steady energy is paying off for you. By letting things naturally unfold, you are achieving exactly what you want. This could very well be some form of recognition at work or in the public arena. It can be pay rises, it can be awards, but it's certainly a victory. Okay, so let's get another card then to clarify the Six of Gabriel for June 2024. And you have the Knight of Cups. So there looks to be some kind of offer coming in here. Now, this could be romantic, of course, with this Knight of Cups, but it can also be an offer connected to a job. Whether it's connected to your personal life or your career, it's an offer that is really going to make you feel happy. It's something that speaks to your heart. It does have a feeling of wish fulfillment to it and feeling very, very magical. It's exactly what you want. Amazing first half of the year, pile one. And if it's resonated, please don't forget to give the reading a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Moving into July then, you have Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. This has a feeling of prioritizing the most important things that you want to achieve and that you want to experience. Committing to your goals and your dreams that mean the most to you. And of course, that can be people, places, opportunities, however it resonates for you. You're being advised to make a conscious effort to spend time with what you love or who you love. So let's get some information then for Dog Spirit for July 2024. And you have Peace, which is actually the Death card. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So this is indicating that you have some change coming up in July, and it may well be quite big change. In fact, it's quite likely that it is a big change, but it's good change. It's an opportunity to grow. And Dog Spirit is also a card of letting go of what no longer serves you, but keeping the things that really work and the things that you love. This change may very well be due to this offer, this invite, this message of communication that came in June. So I sense it's definitely something that you really want. Okay, so let's see if we can get some clarification for the Death card. For pile one then, please. And you have the Three of Wands. So I'm sensing there's definitely a lot of change coming in for you in July, but it feels exciting and it brings with it new opportunities. In fact, there's a real feeling of expansion here with this Three of Wands. I do really feel it's connected to the Six of Wands energy in June, because there's a real sense of achievement, and the Three of Wands is an indication that you are about to reap success, but more success. The Three of Wands is just the beginning, and by having let go of what no longer serves you and keeping and holding on to what you know works and what you love, you are able to attract even more possibilities and opportunities into your life. Yeah, this is an energy of great expansion towards the things that you love. Very nicely directing your life to where you want it to go. Moving into August then, you have Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around, and this card has a feeling of trust to it. I feel that you are generating a lot of change, and with that change comes uncertainty. It doesn't have to even be negative, just the unknown. And Nightingale Spirit is reminding you that love is everywhere, even the places you can't see it. So it's a card of keeping a very positive outlook and trusting that what is to come is going to be good and positive. Okay, so let's get a card then for August 2024. And you have the 8 of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Wow. Okay, so yeah, look, this is another card of change. This is a card of leaving something behind and moving towards something else, quite possibly towards your 9 of Cups, to your wish fulfillment. But this can also indicate a time of not knowing the outcome. And although this is actually all of your making, because this is you realizing that you're no longer connected to something or someone, there of course is always uncertainty when there is change. So if you are making some kind of decision to leave a situation or a person in the past, you are being reminded that you will find the thing that you once loved. That meaningful thing will be replaced by another one. All right then, so let's get some clarification. And you have the Chariot. Oh, you have 2 cards. Look at this. So look, you do have an amazing, passionate new beginning coming in August with this Ace of Wands. And you have the Chariot, and that the Chariot card is an indication of things moving quite quickly. It's a card of victory, but it is also a card of full speed ahead as well. And like I said, this really is towards a beautiful, exciting, passionate new beginning with this Ace of Wands. You really have an amazing year ahead of you, you know, Pile 1. Your reading is just full of new beginnings and wish fulfillment and victories. It really is amazing. You started January with Stag Spirit take the lead, and by August you really do seem to have total control over every aspect of your life and completely directing it to exactly where you want. Moving into September then, you have Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Wow, what a card. This card signifies that you are in the most amazing situation in your life, where quite honestly, everything around you is working out and unfolding exactly as you had hoped. So it's a card of great gratitude and pretty much feeling on top of the world. And these amazing positive experiences all around you are really setting you up to achieve even more. It's like you're on a roll in September. Okay, so let's get a tarot card then for September. We'll take that one. And you have the 7 of Ariel. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. So it does look as if you are establishing something else, something new. You're putting something into action, and you're doing it at exactly the right time, because you're being blessed with this Cow Spirit, which is an energy of the more you give, the more you receive. So by planting these seeds in the right places, you are going to reap the harvest. And of course, you do need to be patient. You do need to allow these projects or these opportunities, however it resonates for you, you do need to allow them to take root and to grow naturally. But you can do that with the confidence of this cow spirit. For some of you, these seeds could be something already in the past and they're coming to fruition now. Either way, you are going to be literally reaping what you sow. Okay then, so let's get you another card, pile 1. Can we have a card, please, to clarify the 7 of Ariel? And you have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so what this is saying to me then is this is a time of waiting and things not moving forward as quickly as you hoped. Wrongly or rightly, you may just be being impatient or fearful. I mean, it does feel very much like you're doing something new here. I think you're being told to not feel lack. You're being told to not fall into this feeling of lack. You've got cow spirit. The miracles are endless. You've got everything energetically on your side. But for some reason, you know, and it's understandable, sometimes when we do something that we have put a lot of our own personal energy into, we can feel more attached to the outcome. So your advice really for September is to believe in those seeds that you've planted, and quite honestly, probably be a bit more patient, but don't allow yourself to give in to negative thoughts, because I feel that you'll be worrying for no reason. Okay then, so moving into October, Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Now this always reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles energy, where you're making sure that no detail has been missed, that you've double checked paperwork, that you've looked at those, you know, maybe boring but really important details of a business, perhaps your work or even a relationship, not to take certain things for granted. Sometimes it's time to look at the big picture, and then other times it's time to look at those small details. Okay, so let's get some information then for October 2024 for pile 1. And you have, oh my goodness me, the 9 of Raphael, the 9 of Cups. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. You know, this does not surprise me at all, because in August you had the 8 of Raphael, and it really does feel that all the way through the year you have been, quite honestly, working towards your wish fulfillment, and here it is in October. Absolutely amazing. It really is. And you know, I feel that it comes about because you are taking the time to really look at those small important details. You were worried in September that you weren't going to achieve it, but you have in October. Absolutely amazing. All right, so let's get some more information on that 9 of Raphael, the 9 of Cups, for pile number 1, please. And you have the 3 of Cups. Of course you do, because the 3 of Cups is a card of celebration. Now, this could be a celebration with your friends and your family, your close ones, or your work colleagues. Whoever this 9 of Raphael affects, that is who you are going to be celebrating with. But it can also as well mean a community. people around you that support you, that believe in what you do and want the best for you. And that can even mean social media, for instance. October is going to be spectacular. I mean, you've got a year of triumphs, but October feels like the icing on the cake for you. This also could be to do with communication, because the Three of Cups can be a card of communication, and Mouse Spirit is a card that can also mean communicating in a more personalized, meaningful way. However it resonates, it's spectacular in October. In November, then, you have Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So here you are again, really relying on all of your experience and all of your knowledge to move forward and continue to build this life. It's a very self-reliant energy, and it's an energy of knowing what you know and knowing when you need to learn more. It's actually a card of continuous learning. So let's get some tarot then for November. Can we have a card please for pile 1 for November 2024? And you have the Chariot. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So, a card of victory. Another card of victory. You know, this energy is saying to me that you're able to fully assess quite reliably from your past experience and knowledge how to deal with all aspects in your own life. You really feel now that you've achieved a certain level of autonomy, really. You know, I feel like there's something new and big on the horizon that you're going for, and your advice here is that you have all of the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience to actually navigate your way through it, even though you've not done this before. So it's very possible for really most of you that come November, you're going for something else. And it does feel like you're coming out of your comfort zone when you do this. But your past achievements are giving you the confidence to go for it. Now, it can be any area of your life, but I'm sensing that this is career, finances, business, employment, something like that. So let's get some clarification for the Chariot card then, please, for pile number 1. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, there you are. That's confirmation that this is connected to your finances one way or another. Now, for some of you, this could very well be you starting up your own business, something like that. There is a real distinct feeling when you follow the energy through of you building up the confidence and the knowledge and the experience to do something yourself. And like I said, this wolf spirit is being self-reliant, and you very well may find yourself thinking, you know what, I can do this. I could actually set this up and do this myself. You're certainly doing something financially beneficial on your own here. And I don't mean without a family or a partner. I literally mean your future security here. You're being self-reliant. That's pretty damn good, pile 1. Yeah, I mean, I really like this for you. There's a real sense of achievement all the way through the year. And you're ending it in December, with Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. Ultimately, coming to the end of one cycle and starting a brand new one. There's a real sense of accomplishment here and being able to look back and see how far you've come, how far you've grown, and even see the way forward quite clearly, clearer than before. Yeah, it has a feeling of celebration to it. I don't know what your life situation was in 2023. But by the time you get to the end of 2024, it feels like it's a completely different life, an amazing life. And it's all thanks to you. And this energy of taking the lead right in January has continued all the way through the year. So you're a self-made person. It's your hard work and effort that is paying off. So let's get you a card then, pile one, for December 2024. And you have the 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. And you know, this card doesn't surprise me, because you have been working hard. You have clearly been taking on an awful lot of responsibilities. And there's a real feeling of relief here. It's like I said, this butterfly spirit has a feeling of celebration to it. And of course the 10 is an ending of a cycle. It's almost as if you can finally put your feet up and have a break, have a rest from all of this hard work. It hasn't come easy. I mean, your reading almost makes it look like everything you do turns to gold, and that very well may be the case. But you've clearly had to put an awful lot of work into all of this to get here. And it feels that come December, you are perhaps able to ask others to help you. Perhaps you're in a position where you can hire help. And interestingly enough, it was the energy at the beginning of the year was all about keeping that work-home balance. And here again, at the end of the year, it looks like, you know, maybe it creeps up slowly. You can't help it sometimes. You have to do what you have to do. But again, it's like you're looking at coming back into that energy, really, of being able to do a little bit less, really, I think. You know, there's definitely a message here in December that the worst is over. If you have been feeling exhausted and pretty worn out, which I suspect you have, you know, it's coming to an end. Okay, so let's get you one last card, pile one, for December 2024 to clarify that 10 of Pentacles. And you have the 2 of Cups. You know, this is lovely because I feel that this is time now for you to concentrate on your relationships. Not saying that you weren't concentrating on them, but you have initiated so much change and movement forward in all areas of your life, quite possibly. And you know, you can't attend to everything at the same time. And this really does have that feeling of finally being able to take a break, spend time with loved ones, whether that is a romantic partner, whether that's family, children. It really is an indication here that now is a time to concentrate on matters of the heart, however that resonates. And because you've got butterfly spirit there with transformation is beautiful. It does. It really feels perfectly, actually, that this one cycle comes to an end in December, ready to start again in the new year. Pile 1. This is a fantastic year for you. I really hope that it's resonated. I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. Please have a fantastic 2024. Take care, and I'll see you again. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose a Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. And this card is going to make up the guidance for January for you in 2024. I am going to pick the rest of the year, month by month, and we will use these cards for guidance for each one of the months. Then we will clarify with 2 sets of tarot. So I just want to choose the remainder of your cards, and then we will get straight on with your reading. Okay, there we are. January then, Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. This really is a card of patience. It's a card of not rushing into things and allowing them to naturally unfold. It's a card of double checking all of the details, making sure that each step is completed properly before you move on to the next one. And, you know, sometimes we want things to move forward a lot quicker than they actually are, but actually there's a feeling here of divine timing that things are going to happen when they are meant to. Actually feels like a chilled energy. So let's get you a tarot card then, pile 2 for January 2024. And you have the Lovers. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. So of course, this could mean for some of you a decision around a relationship. Perhaps you've started a relationship and there's that temptation to rush in and see each other all the time, declare love for each other. And as beautiful as that is, sometimes it's better to pace ourselves to really get to know that person. For others of you, this will not be something to do with relationships. This will be something to do with a decision that can only really be made using your heart. Either way, it's a very important process that you need to work through. So let's get some further information for January 2024 to clarify the Lovers. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is confirmation really of slow and steady wins the race. Very similar energy to this Turtle Spirit. So however this Lovers card resonates for you, whether it is a relationship, whether it's another big decision that you need to make, you really are being encouraged to take it slowly. This needs to be done correctly. It's really a nice positive energy to start the year off with, because the Knight of Pentacles is an indication of security and stability. So if this represents the person in your life, then you can know that this is a long-term partnership. And for those of you that are having to make choices, by taking all the details into account, you are assured to make the right decision. In February then, you have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. This quite literally can signify a new adventure. It certainly signifies free will. So free to make decisions that suit you. So let's get you a tarot card for February 2024. Take that one, and you have the Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Wow. Okay, so, you know, this first quarter of 2024 could very well be focused on your relationships. At the very least, it's focused on situations, people, desires that you love and that have meaning for you. So the Horse Spirit here can represent a new adventure towards something that you truly love, whether that's a person, a career, or any other situation. There's a real sense of emotional freedom. Okay, so let's get you some more information then. Pile 2. Can I get a card to clarify the Ace of Raphael? And you have the Hermit. You see, this is an interesting card. This is a card that talks about you going deep into your own subconscious mind and searching for answers. Perhaps for some of you here, you are making a decision about whether a relationship is right for you. However the outcome, you're certainly taking the time to think these decisions through. And it does feel like a continuation of that energy of January where you're taking your time to make sure you make the right decision. There's certainly a strong energy of the self here with the Hermit card. Perhaps you are totally reassessing what it is that you want to do in your life, how you want to shape it. You're certainly taking the time to really think about what you want and what you need. So, moving into March then, we have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. This literally is a card of detoxing your life one way or another, whether it's physically in your home, whether it's people, whether it's attitudes that no longer serve you. This card is asking you to make way for the new. It certainly looks as if you are consciously making some big changes in the first few months of 2024, but there is a real positive feeling coming with it because of that Ace of Cups as well. So let's get you a tarot card then for March 2024. And you have the Star, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Now, I really like this because this is a real card of healing and renewal. It's a card of feeling revitalized, overcoming any difficulties. Perhaps you had some health issues that you're looking at making changes to. You know, coming in with this clear out the clutter is a real sign of you bouncing back from something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a workplace or a lifestyle change. But this is something you've really thought through. So pile 2, let's get you some more information then for March 2024 to clarify the Star card. And you have the Four of Pentacles. And you know, the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on to things. And a lot of this clear the clutter energy is about letting go of things that really no longer serve you, patterns of behavior, people that aren't on your level. It could even be a career path. But you're really being encouraged here to not hold on to anything that's holding you back, because you're going to feel liberated. I'd say you're going to feel brand new. Moving into April then, you have Wolf Spirit. turn knowledge into wisdom. And I'm sensing here that you're ready to do something new, to try something that you haven't done before. Because there is a big element here with turn knowledge into wisdom. This is looking at what you've learnt and what you've experienced and almost putting it into practice. So let's get you a tarot card for April then. And you have, wow, look at this. 9 of Raphael. This is the 9 of Cups. Make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So, stepping out of your comfort zone seems to suit you, pile number 2, because here you have a wish fulfillment coming in. Now, how that resonates for you will be different to everybody else. You certainly had looked at making big changes in the first quarter, and this 9 of Cups coming in April could be this new life that you've been trying to manifest actually coming in, however that resonates for you. You know, it certainly doesn't get much better than the 9 of Cups. So let's get you some more information for the 9 of Raphael, and you have the Page of Wands. Wow. You know, this is communication. This is information coming in regarding something new and exciting. And I'm loving this for you, pile 2, because I think this is all because of the inner work that you did at the beginning of the year. This is certainly going to ignite a lot of passion and inspiration in you. This 9 of Raphael energy coming in is certainly giving you a reason to celebrate. It's as if there is a new lease of life and you're not going to look back. Okay, moving into May then, you have Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. And it means literally that you now see exactly what you want and how you're going to get there. Yeah, this card really brings with it a sense of clarity, a sense of truth, knowing what you want and how to get it. So let's get you some information then for May 2024. And, wow, 3 of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Oh my goodness me, that's fantastic. Whatever you're putting into motion, quite possibly off of the back of this amazing wish fulfillment, whatever you're doing, planning, working on, you can see it working. You can see your hard work paying off in May with this 3 of Gabriel, because this is literally your ships coming in. Things are working out exactly as you had hoped, and this is why you are now certain and clear about what you want or which way you're going. Wow, what an amazing reading so far, pile 2. Okay, so let's get some clarification for this 3 of Gabriel for you, pile number 2. And you have the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is quite often described as an entrepreneur. He's innovative, he's confident, he knows what he wants, and he's passionate about what he believes in. So this could very well be somebody of great importance in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. But I feel because of the expansion of the 3 of Gabriel, I feel like this is your energy, this is you expanding on your plans. You've got the first signs of success here, and now you're thinking bigger and further wide. However this resonates, you're certainly fulfilling a vision that you have, and your world is opening up. Moving into June then, you have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. This is another card of slowing down and taking your time and trusting in the universe and trusting the process that things are going to happen in divine timing. So let's get you some more information, pile number 2 for June 2024. And you have the Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So you can be rest assured that whatever it is that you are hoping to achieve in June is going to happen. Now, this could be anything from an employment contract, a pay rise, a promotion, a bank loan, help from a friend. Whatever it is, you are being assured that the universe is going to provide the resources that you need when you need them. It feels like you're in the right place at the right time, or that universe is bringing people into your life at the right time. Okay, so let's get some clarification then for the Six of Ariel. And you have the Magician. So look, again, this is another card of resources. This is an indication that you have everything you need, everything that is required to make a success of this situation. However that resonates for you. Now, for some of you, it could be a case of being rewarded for your natural talents, for your skills at work. It can mean so many different things, but what it does mean is you're in a situation where you are now able to manifest what it is that you desire into reality. And quite possibly not just your own skills, but the resources of other people that support you as well. It's a truly magical reading, pile number 2, and I hope it's resonated. If it has, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and it's really appreciated. Moving into July then, with Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. This is literally an energy that reminds you that the universe will provide. Just as it has in June, it will continue to do so in July. It does sometimes remind me of the Five of Pentacles energy, where for some reason you may be feeling a bit uncertain and a bit unsure, whether that's in your relationships, in your home, in your workplace. Sometimes things just make us feel that way. If we're not seeing the results immediately, our minds can wander and become a bit negative. But you are being told that there is always enough. So let's get some information then for July 2024. And you have the Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Wow, this is amazing energy. So perhaps you are trying to put something new into motion. You know, this could be anything from starting your own business, or if you already have your own business, perhaps you're looking at branching out. For some of you though, this can be a new job, a new career. It's certainly something that you really feel passionate and motivated towards. And it's offering a new beginning. And whatever this new beginning is, and if there is any reservation around it, the koi fish spirit is indicating that it will be fine. It is going to work. It's going to flourish. Right, so let's get some clarification then for the Ace of Gabriel. And you have the Five of Pentacles. So look, this doesn't surprise me. Whatever it is that you're trying to initiate here in July, it feels quite personal. You know, you've put a lot of your own energy into this. And that's why you're feeling nervous or concerned about whether it's going to be successful. So any fears and doubts that you may have with this Five of Pentacles energy, maybe you're feeling you're not enough, maybe you're doubting your abilities, the koi fish spirit is telling you there is always enough. And let's not forget the resources around you and the skills that you have yourself are proof that there is always enough. This could be a simple case of having to wait. Maybe things aren't moving forward as quick as you had hoped. And that's why the fear and the doubt is setting in. But you really don't need to worry. Moving into April then, you have Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. This is literally a card that is advising you to think about how things worked out before, to continue with the positive outcomes and perhaps leave outdated patterns of behaviour, of ways of doing things behind. So let's get you some information then for August 2024. And you have the Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. You know, here I'm sensing disappointment, and perhaps this disappointment is connected to July, where things haven't moved as quickly as you had hoped. And you know, when we're in this frame of mind, we're not necessarily aware of the opportunities around us. So this very well could be advice to look at something that happened in the past where you didn't think it was going to happen, and maybe you missed out on an opportunity because you were so down in the dumps and not doing anything about it. But we are going to get some more information. Can I have a card then, please, for pile 2 to clarify the Four of Raphael, the Four of Cups, and you have the Sun. Yeah, you know, what I feel is this feeling of dissatisfaction is really almost a waste of your time and your energy, because you've got the Sun, you're going to get the outcome that you want. It's literally just a case of being patient and waiting for it to happen when it's meant to. You know, it feels like this opportunity with the Ace of Gabriel that you had in July is going to happen. The traditional Four of Cups card shows a person sitting under a tree looking quite bored and fed up and not seeing the opportunity that's being offered to them. And I do feel that, of course, it's easier said than done, but somehow you've got to work around this feeling lack when things don't move quickly. Because this opportunity that's being handed to you, I think, is going to be far greater and beneficial to you than you had first hoped. Moving into September then, you have Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. So there may be an awful lot going on, and there may be some uncertainty here about which direction you want to take next. And it's quite a positive card because although you may not be able to see clearly at this moment, truth will prevail, and you might actually find yourself seeing signs from the universe as to which way to go or what choices to make. So let's get you some information then for September 2024. And you have the Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. You know, this is a situation then, it would seem, where you are having to make a big decision here, because the Eight of Raphael is an emotional connection with a situation that no longer serves its purpose. You don't feel connected to it like you once did. It feels like it's quite a big decision to make, and because of that, that could be why there's a bit of confusion around it. But I do feel that you are going to receive signs and symbols out and about that are going to bring you clarity, that are going to show you the way. So let's clarify this Eight of Raphael then. And you have the Eight of Wands. So it looks to me as if it's going to be a very big sign here, because the Eight of Wands is real, powerful, forward-moving energy that usually comes in the form of communication. You're not going to be able to miss this. And I think this communication coming in, this information coming in, is going to be what enables you to make this change that, quite honestly, you do really want to make from the heart with the Eight of Raphael, the Eight of Cups. It's literally the information, the sign, the symbol that you've been waiting for you to be able to progress in the direction, the new direction that you want to. And in all honesty, I feel like this situation is actually all of a sudden going to happen quite quickly. Moving into October then, you have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. And this is an amazing energy. It feels as if anything can happen, that you are able to achieve anything. One opportunity opens up another door. And I think for a lot of you, some of these opportunities that are opening up are things that you hadn't thought possible, but with a leap of faith are totally doable. Okay, so let's get some more information then for October 2024. And you have the Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. And, you know, this is almost the opposite to taking a leap of faith, you know, trying something new. So I actually feel you're going to be encouraged to do something, to try something that you haven't done before. Don't hold yourself back with the Four of Ariel, because the feeling is here that you can only achieve something different by doing something different. There could be an element here of knowing which one of these opportunities you should be perhaps putting your money towards, making good, sound financial decisions. But I do feel for the most part, this is an indication that what has worked in the past has been fantastic, but now is a time to go out there and try something new. And I think you will be quite surprised by the results. So let's find out. Let's get some clarification. And you have the Knight of Wands. Yes. So this is a new opportunity. This is an exciting opportunity. In fact, this could have connections to the overseas, moving, whether that is abroad or whether that's just to a completely different area to where you are now. It's certainly doing something very different. And I feel like this Knight of Wands it's a card of courage and taking action towards doing something different and therefore much more exciting. Moving into November then, you have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. There could very well be here a bit of October's energy spilling into November, where because you want to expand, you're feeling a little bit more insecure about your abilities. It is a card of being your authentic self and not to fear what other people will say. You can't please everybody and you shouldn't have to. So let's get you some more information pile 2 for November 2024. And you have the King of Raphael. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Well, I see the King of Cups, male or female, as a person who is able to keep their emotions under control, to not be carried away with their fears and their doubts. So this card is an indication that you should stand in the King of Raphael, the King of Cups. I do. I actually feel that this is telling you you are good enough and you can trust your intuition here around this situation, and that you really mustn't allow those negative thoughts and niggly worries and doubts get in your way. But we are going to get some more information. So can we have a card then, please, to clarify the King of Raphael? And you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. You know, for some of you, this could very well be around a relationship. The feeling is that this is a good relationship because we now have divine counterparts. For others, if this isn't an indication of a relationship, it really is an indication that you need to use your emotional intelligence and your intuition to navigate through November. Don't doubt yourself. Moving into December then, pile 2, you have Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. This is literally a card that is advising you to see how things naturally unfold. It can also be a card of not getting involved in other people's dramas and not taking sides, remaining neutral. So let's get some information then for December 2024. And you have the Six of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So there very well could be a relocation, whether that is your home or a place of work. Could possibly be connected to the energy in October. However this resonates for you, there does look to be a feeling of weathering the storm. If there has been some disagreements around you or people not getting on, this isn't going to last forever. The clouds are going to clear and you are going to move away from it, whether that's in your personal life or whether that's in your public life. So let's get another card then for the Six of Michael for December 2024. And you have the Three of Wands. You know, I actually feel that this is an indication of your life moving in exactly the direction that you want, and that this happens because you allow it to naturally unfold that way. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion. It's a card of your plans working out, and for you to be able to explore further and wide. It's an amazing way to end the year. I mean, the whole reading is really quite phenomenal. Lots of life-changing decisions and situations happening for you. And ultimately, it feels by the end of the year, you reach the destination that you had been working towards. The Three of Wands can, of course, be another indication of travel, just like the Six of Michael or the Six of Swords is as well. But you're certainly making long-term plans for your future and moving forward. Honestly, Pile 2, it really feels like you're going to get everything that you want out of 2024, and quite possibly more. It's an amazing reading. I hope you have a fantastic 2024. Please take care, and I'll see you again. Hi, Pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Now, you chose Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. And this card is going to make up the guidance for you to navigate through January. And I'm going to pick another 11 cards, one for each of the months of the year, out of this beautiful Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, so it looks as if you're starting the year in a very determined frame of mind. You're not going to let anything get in your way or let anything stop you from achieving what it is that you want. And I do feel the energy of strength and courage here. And to be honest, this card reminds me of the energy of the Chariot, having the determination and that strong mindset to literally overcome any obstacle. This is certainly great energy for any New Year's resolutions that you may have. But what we're going to do, we are going to get more information from the Archangel Power Tarot and then further clarify each one of the months with the Light Seers Tarot deck as well. Okay, so January 2024, you have the Four of Gabriel, the Four of Wands. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. The Four of Wands is a card of reaching a milestone. Perhaps there's an obstacle in January that you do overcome, and it could very well be connected to your home. But this is a positive feeling of achievement and accomplishment, where you're able to actually look at how far you've come. It certainly feels as if you've gotten over a hurdle, whether that's in your home life or your career or your personal life. So let's get some more information then to clarify the Four of Gabriel. And you have the Three of Wands. Wow. So you've achieved a certain point of security and stability, and now you're in a position to allow things to expand to the next stage or to the next level. You're going to be feeling pretty good about yourself because you have achieved a certain amount of success and stability in January, and you are now looking at where you're going to go next. Where is your next adventure going to take place? So it's almost the completion of the first stage, and now you're in a situation where you're ready to do more or to receive more. But because you've got that rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle, there is a real feeling here that it's not been particularly easy. And you've had to, quite honestly, be quite tough and persistent. Okay, moving into February then, you have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. This is literally a card that suggests that you take the time to look carefully at the internal and external workings of your life, and you remove what really is either holding you back or just not serving you anymore, whether it's a type of behavior, whether it's a spring clean, or looking at whether people around you are of any benefit as well. Does have the feeling of a fresh start about to happen. So let's get you a tarot card then, pile 3, for February 2024. And you have the 3 of Ariel. Do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavours, working with others in a cooperative manner. Well, there you have it. It looks as if you may well be looking at a new career or changing your job. You may have a business and you're looking at introducing something new to it, or perhaps for some of you, you're actually considering starting up your own business, or at least some kind of project, especially a creative project. For some of you, it may even be a need to look at the dynamics in a team, particularly at work, and really assess whether this team is working productively, however that resonates for you. So let's get some clarification then for the 3 of Ariel for February 2024. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So look, this is definitely concerning your material abundance, whether that's what you own or whether it's what you create, the money you earn, or like I said before, maybe you are starting a new business. Somehow, however this resonates, this is to do with your long-term material security. And it could be a pay rise, a promotion. It's anything that benefits you in the long term. And quite honestly, for a lot of you, it could very well just be the need for a change of direction in your career. But it looks really positive. Moving into March then, you have Fox Spirit, think on your feet. This is a card really of action, but it's a card that requires you to be flexible. You may find yourself in some situation where you're going to need to change your plans quickly, or something unexpected happens that you're going to need to respond to rather than react. Okay, so let's get some information then. Can we have a card for pile 3 for March 2024? And you have, oh my goodness me, the 9 of Raphael. And I'm really pleased to say that the 9 of Cups has actually come out in each one of the readings. So look, it looks as if, quite unexpectedly perhaps, you have a wish fulfillment coming in. For some of you, it's going to be completely unexpected, and for others of you, it's going to be more than you had possibly hoped it would be. However it resonates for you, the fox spirit is indicating that, yeah, you're going to have to rapidly adjust to this event. But of course, this is happy adjusting. All right, so let's get some clarification for the Nine of Raphael, the Nine of Cups. And you have the Two of Cups. All right, so look, this could very well be an indication of a new relationship coming in. Now, it doesn't have to be regarding a relationship, a personal romantic relationship. It could also indicate a business partnership. And however it resonates for you, it does look as if this new relationship coming in is requiring that you adjust your own situation. And of course, you know, that makes perfect sense. I don't see it as being a problem because you're going to be so content and happy that it feels as if you're welcoming this into your life. Moving into April, then you've got Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. This is literally a card that wants to remind you that you're worthy of happiness, really, and that you have skills and qualities that are sought after. This really is an energy of being your authentic self, not being afraid to be who you are, even if it means at times other people don't agree with it. It's a strength to be true to yourself. Okay, so let's get you a tarot card then for April 2024. And you have the Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So this kind of gives me the energy of feeling a bit stuck in a certain situation. Now, it can be any area of your life, whether it's your personal relationships, your career, maybe it's where you live, whatever your own unique situation. It does feel as if you want to perhaps do something different, even come out of your comfort zone, and your own sense of self-worth is holding you back. And this Eight of Michael, this Eight of Swords card is here to tell you that really that is an illusion that you have created. All right, so let's get some more information. Oh, there we go. Now you have the Two of Pentacles. So look, this is a card of keeping things in balance. And it does feel that perhaps you might not be seeing the situation clearly as it really is. I do feel that you may well have quite a lot going on, quite a lot on your plate in April, and that can make it harder to take the time to really sit and think through a situation. I feel like there are changes that you want to make, but you're not able at this point to almost give yourself credit where it's due. And there's a feeling actually that you need to be less harsh on yourself. Think a little bit fairer when judging, making judgments of your ability. So there's a bit of a feeling of frustration in April. But if you can pace yourself, I think you'll get through that month a lot easier. Yeah, I feel that there's more than one option available to you, or, you know, this feeling stuck energy is stopping you from making a decision that will really benefit you. Moving into May then, you have Brown Bear Spirit, Take Time Out. This is literally a card that says sometimes you should take action and other times you should just allow things to unfold naturally. And May looks to be one of those times when you should contemplate your next move, what you need to do and how you're going to do it. It does feel like there's a need for you to recharge your batteries. It does feel like the Four of Swords energy. Okay, so let's get you some information then for May 2024. And you have the Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. You know, I actually feel that you need to take some time out if you're feeling like things aren't working out how you planned. Don't try and force the issue. Don't exhaust yourself and don't burn yourself out. It's interesting because, you know, fours are milestones of reflecting on where you are, and it feels as if May is a time where just by having a break, not only can you come back refreshed, but you may very well come back with new ideas of how you want to move forward. Because there is a feeling of dissatisfaction here, but it probably is from exhaustion. It certainly doesn't help. Okay, pile 3, let's get you some more information regarding May 2024. And you have the High Priestess. Yeah, you know, I think you're being asked here to trust your instincts. I think it's a situation where perhaps you know deep down that you need to take a break. It's quite possible your body's been telling you that you're tired, and for one reason or another you've been ignoring it. It's a bit like you are being called to be more in touch with your body. And the High Priestess, as well as the Brown Bear Spirit card, they can both be cards of meditation. It does feel as if this is a calling to perhaps change your lifestyle a bit. It does feel as if your solutions and the answers you're looking for are actually inside you, not externally around you. And this is what you're being asked to go inward for, to discover. Definitely a month to take a vacation if you can. Okay, so coming into June then, you have this Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Now, I'm picking up that there's a feeling of you bouncing back in June, and quite possibly with the help of others, you may be in a position to do something new, or to at least lift the burden and share the responsibility of whatever situation this resonates for. Maybe you are going to consider doing something with another person in a employment way. Perhaps you are going to be starting a job that requires you work in a team. But what I do sense is that the Ant Spirit is a card of flexibility, really, and compromise. So let's get you some information for June 2024. And you have the Star. beautiful. A dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Yeah, it does. It feels like you're bouncing back from whatever happened in May. And of course, it doesn't have to be anything too negative. It just felt like April and May were a little bit stuck and you were feeling a bit frustrated. But taking that time out, taking that time away from the situation has enabled you to come back feeling renewed and full of hope for whatever plans and dreams you may have. Now, it actually feels like there's a different approach with Ant Spirit. The star card is the wish card, so it really does feel like a big turnaround. So let's get you some clarification then, pile 3, for June 2024. And you have the Page of Pentacles. So there is definitely a feeling here of a new start of some sort. Something perhaps that you were feeling quite frustrated with in April or May is now a significant possibility. And it can be a new job. It's a new venture associated with the increase of your material security, whether that is your business, a promotion, a new job, a loan, an investment, or a form of study that will lead you down the path of material wealth. So these feelings of being stuck definitely clear up in June, which is fantastic. And pile 3, if you are enjoying the reading or it's resonating, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and it's really appreciated. Okay, moving into July then, you have Chameleon Spirit, act as if. And this to me feels like the energy of starting something new, which is very possible because the pages are the beginning of something. And it feels like you might find yourself in a situation where you don't have that much experience. And Chameleon Spirit is telling you to act as if until you've gained those skills or experiences to act as if you have them. So let's get you some information then. Can we have a card for July 2024? And you have the 6 of Gabriel. Oh my goodness me. How fantastic is this? This is a card of absolute victory. So you are being rewarded or awarded for your abilities and your skills. And it says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. It feels as if whatever this amazing new energy in June was, it really pays off for you in July. And yeah, it could be connected to a promotion, a pay rise. And it comes about because of a strong sense of self-belief. Okay, so let's get some clarification for the 6 of Gabriel. And you have the Knight of Swords. So what this is saying to me is, you know, there's a real increase in the speed of energy around you. There doesn't seem to be any sign at all of this stuck and dissatisfied energy of earlier in the year. Yeah, and it feels like a renewal of your determination and will to get things done. It's like this 6 of Gabriel, this victory that's coming in is just what you needed to pick you right up again. The Knight of Swords can also be representative of communication. So this victory, this win that you experience in July could be communicated to you in a number of ways. It could be phone calls, it could be emails, it could even be on social media. You're certainly receiving news of a victory. There's a feeling here that flexibility is paying off here. Being able to think on your feet and act quickly is just bringing in a spectacular victory for you. Moving into August then, you have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. So this is indicating to me that you have change up ahead. And the change will be beneficial, but it isn't always easy to let go of things in order for change to come about. So let's get you some information then for this Groundhog Spirit in August 2024. And you have the Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. And you know what is interesting about this card, the Queen of Gabriel, the Queen of Wands, is that she has the ability to act as if. In fact, you know, she doesn't allow anything to get in her way. And if she doesn't know how to do something, she learns on the job. And I almost feel that this is a new way of behaving for you. You may well be letting go of an outworn attitude that has been getting in your way of you making progress. It feels like you're on a roll here and people are very attracted to you. It feels like you're in the limelight, you're very popular, which puts you in a really good position to get things done. So let's get some clarification for the Queen of Gabriel for August 2024. And you have the Eight of Wands. So, you know, the Eight of Wands is communication coming in. I really feel that your life is taking a bit of a turn towards something really quite different. The energy is really picking up now. You've gone from this feeling stuck, feeling dissatisfied, to the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, which is all about fast moving energy, moving forward, lots of communication, lots of things going on. There could be so much going on that it could feel a bit overwhelming. Positive, but overwhelming. And interestingly enough, you know, the Eight of Wands can mean that all of a sudden you've got a lot of different projects to juggle at the same time. And this Queen of Gabriel energy, this Queen of Wands, is very much the person to do that juggling, because she has the ability to juggle all aspects of life. And it really feels as if this is what you're being asked to do. And maybe in order to do that, you may have to let some things go to free up the time and the space for all these new possibilities that are clearly coming in. It does seem as if everybody wants a piece of you, that you're almost in the limelight here. You're certainly in demand. Moving into September then, you have Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. Now, this is very full energy. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone and really taking a risk without knowing the outcome, but doing it through sheer joy and because you can. It's a very liberating energy. So let's get you some tarot. There we go, for September. And you have perspective. This is the Hangman card. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So this is all about having a different perspective. This is about seeing things differently. And I feel that is the connection between this leap of faith. I feel that you're being encouraged here to stand out somehow by doing something very different. Yeah, this really is about doing something completely different and not being fearful of it. There's a real feeling here that you have luck on your side in September. So let's get some clarification then for the Hanged Man, September 2024. And you have Page of Swords. This is a new idea that you have. It's new information coming in. It could be new communication coming in, or it's literally something that you have come up with yourself, and it feels fresh and it feels different. You're not entirely sure where it's going to go, but you feel in that amazing, confident energy that you're willing to take a risk. And I do actually really feel that this is going to pay off. It's almost a new approach for you, because the Page of Swords is quite a curious energy, and there really does look to be an opportunity for you to experiment with something. There could be some kind of legal contract or documents to look over in this situation, but on the most part it feels quite impulsive. Let's say spontaneous, because it has a good energy to it. Moving into October then, you have Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. Now this is an amazing energy because it feels as if you're in a position to see and feel the benefits of people and situations in your life that really make you feel good. It's as if you know really clearly what makes you happy and the importance of appreciating those situations. And you feel quite committed to those people and situations in your life. Even when things are changing, you know what you need to keep steady in your life, regardless of what things change around you. Okay, so let's get you some information then for October 2024. And you have the King of Gabriel. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Okay, so we now have the Queen and the King of Wands on the table. And there's a real strong sense of confidence and leadership in the King of Gabriel, the King of Wands. He sets out to achieve whatever vision he has. He doesn't think about how he's going to get there. He just focuses on getting there. He's dynamic, he's charismatic, and he's inspirational. And I feel there's an important message of remembering those around you during times of success, because the King of Gabriel can be quite single-minded in what they pursue. Nonetheless, this feels really driven and passionate energy here. So let's get you some clarification then for this King of Gabriel in October 2024. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this could even be an indication for some of you of a secure and steady relationship. The King of Gabriel, male or female, could be somebody that you have a solid bond with, that indicates a long-term future. If this isn't a relationship, this certainly could be a business partnership that looks to have security. Yeah, there definitely feels like you may need to keep your feet on the ground here, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, but it's a very secure and certain energy. And the King of Gabriel, of course, is a very quick, passionate energy that, quite honestly, you could get carried away. So I do feel that this is an indication that come October, whatever decisions you're making and changes you're making, remember to keep your feet on the ground and remember what works and what you love, and how important that is for the success in the past that you've had. Moving into November then, you have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. You know, I feel like this is a continuation of this King of Gabriel energy, thinking big. The world's your oyster. I think this is a card that is encouraging you to be courageous and fearless in what you pursue, and to not have fear and be held back by fear. So let's get you some information then from the tarot for November 2024. And you have the Four of Ariel, and you know, this is literally almost the opposite to being courageous and thinking big. It's good, stable energy, but it's too stable, perhaps. You need to experiment and do new things in order to achieve new things. And it's interesting here because it's almost feeling like the opposite of needing to keep your feet on the ground. I feel like now you're being told that you need to experiment a bit more. So it's quite possible that between October and November, you're finding your way between what's too risky and what's not risky enough. So let's get a bit more information for that Four of Ariel. Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness me. The Wish card again. This is the second time you've had the Nine of Cups. Now, it really does seem that by stepping out of your comfort zone, by doing something different, by taking a bit of a risk, not holding yourself back through fear, you generate yet another wish fulfillment. This could very well come from you investing in something that you might not have previously done. It certainly comes from you trying something new, doing something in a different way. It also feels like your abilities to manifest things into your reality is really increasing. Being able to make these choices and decisions that you hold as a vision and that will require an element of risk, but knowing instinctively really when a risk is going to pay off. Whatever it is that you invest in November, you're going to feel absolutely on top of the world. Okay, pile 3. Moving into December with Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. You're being asked to analyse really your inner self-talk. Are you your best advocate? Do you use encouraging words? Do you praise yourself? Because this has a consequence on our manifestations. We need to be positive to attract positivity to ourselves. And you know, the same rings true when you speak about other people. Try and keep, as best you can, your thoughts and your words positive. Okay, so let's get some information on that parrot spirit for December 2024. And you have the Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. So this is more change up ahead for you. And the Eight of Raphael card is a card of feeling emotionally detached from a situation. It precedes the Nine of Cups, so quite often what you are walking away from and leaving behind is no longer serving you, and you are making a decision to walk towards your wish fulfillment. So this is indicating big changes again. This does seem to be a year of change for you, and you needing to rely on your strength and your courage, but you make a really good job of it. So let's get another card for this Eight of Raphael for December 2024. And you have the Three of Cups. So, you know, what I see this as is something that you had hoped would happen. This wish fulfillment that comes in November is allowing you the change. It's allowing you to leave something behind, whether it was a job, a way of life, somewhere you live. It just didn't feel right anymore, and it may not have for quite a while. And here you find yourself in December in the position to actually step away and leave it behind you, because you have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is a card of celebration, quite often with your friends and your family, but at the very least with your community, with people that support you and care about your future. And I do really feel in this last quarter here, you are at a real level of manifesting, and this constant journey of needing to believe in yourself is what is enabling you to achieve exactly what you want. So there you have it, pile 3. You started with that amazing rhino spirit in January, and quite honestly continued with it throughout the entire year. And what a beautiful ending there, with you moving towards your wish fulfillment and celebrating. I hope you have a fantastic 2024. Please take care, and I'll see you again.